my talk is going to be about anorexia today, and for those of you who don't know, anorexia is a disease, a psychological disease, in which the person feels that they have to be thin and they're terrified of gaining weight, and they go to extreme measures to lose this weight. These habits and rituals could be ones such as taking diet pills, or exercising compulsively, restricting their calorie intake, or even starving themselves. And this case should not be taken lightly because it is very, very serious. Anorexia affects women a lot, and a staggering 90% of anorexics are women. There's only 10% of anorexic sufferers that are males. The causes of anorexia: there's lots of causes of anorexia, but the main causes are stress. Say you've got an exam coming up and you're under lots of stress and you're panicking. Well, this could cause anorexia because you don't have time to eat, and this puts lots of strain and pressure on you. Another cause of anorexia is sadness. Sadness could be for any reason. It could be loss of a loved one, it could be moving house, it could be depression, it could be anything like that, anything falling out with your friends, even arguing with your parents. Also, it could be caused by what anorexics call wanting to be in control. And basically this means they feel that food is the only thing they can control in their life. They feel as if everything else is controlled in their life for them, so the only thing they can control is what enters their body. And they do this by limiting their food, and then they control their food. They feel good about themselves because they know they are in control, when actually they aren't in control. And last but not least, another cause of anorexia is the media. Now, the media, whether it be newspapers or internet sites or magazines, this is a very serious concern because models are walking down the catwalk these days and they have extremely emaciated frames and they're thin and frail, and these girls look up to them as their role models, and celebrities as well. And the teenage girls, mostly teenage girls, believe it or not, they feel they have to be like their role models, so they too lose weight and they think it's actually nice. 8 million Americans suffer from anorexia, and on the contrary belief that everybody thinks Americans are obese. No, they're not. Some of them are, yes, some of them, but 8 million Americans are anorexic. Anorexia is extremely serious and it must be treated, because if left untreated, anorexia could lead to heart problems or kidney failure. You could have dry skin, flaky skin. Hair loss is another cause. Osteoporosis, which is, in layman's terms, it's brittle bones. And anorexics happen to be always cold, they're always freezing, and that is because a lack of fat, which keeps them warm. So you're probably asking yourself, who gets anorexia? Not just women, but what are the other groups that get anorexia? Well, first of all, you have the traumatised youth. And the traumatised youth are basically children who have suffered abuse in their childhood, or perhaps death of a loved one who they're close to, and they feel they can't cope without them, and so they go into this retaliation against the world. The second group of people are the people with low self-esteem, who absolutely despise themselves, their appearance, their personality, anything like that, and they just think they are worthless and everybody sees their flaws, when in fact they don't. They're just overly paranoid. So low self-esteem people, that is, anorexics are made up of a lot of them. And the third group of people are the perfectionists, who feel as if everything must be absolutely perfect in their life, and their body just being another one of that. They say, oh, I can make myself perfect as well, why not do it to my body as well? 15% of anorexics die because they don't recover. 4 out of 10 people recover though, but we have to get these figures higher, because a shocking majority of over 50% don't recover from anorexia, and 50% relapse in their first year of getting anorexia. But however, don't despair, there are treatments out there, and the first most important sign of treatment is to admit you've got anorexia, because that is the most vital hurdle they will come across, is admission. So after they've admitted it, they should go and see their GP or their doctor, who will be able to provide useful information and also take them to a medical clinic. And then if you don't want to go to your GP or doctor, you go to a trusted adult, such as a friend's mum or a teacher or even a neighbour who could help, just anybody who will talk to you. And then they will probably take it further, but don't be scared, because they'll go through a counsellor, who are lovely, lovely people, or even a psychologist. But the two main supports of anorexia victims are the family and the friends. These are vital in anorexic recovery, and believe it or not, more often than not, it's the friends who help, not the family, the friends. So anorexia is an extremely important issue in today's society, and it should be taken very seriously. Peace out, dudes.